Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of interviews that we're doing here in Iraq. I am Bob Calvert, your host on TalkingWithHeroes.com, our online news site. Thank you for your service.us. And also here with me helping, Anna Sophie Hickson. And so we're back here at the Tactical Operations Center with the 3BCT4ID 1-8 Infantry. And now we're going to be talking with Captain Michael Walter. He is the 1-8 Battalion Human Resource and Finance Officer and also a Public Affairs Officer. And I guess he holds other hats here. Wears other hats. So welcome, sir, to Talking with Heroes.
Thank you. I don't know if you saw the last segment or not, but if you didn't, some of my soldiers that work in my shop were on there. And I just wanted to elaborate briefly, if I could, on some of the duties that they perform. Each individual soldier here has a specific job that they're assigned to do, whether it be personnel accountability, strength reporting, awards, EML leave, finance. What do you do, Johnson? Promotions. There's a whole slew of services that we provide as a Battalion S1 to this task force, which is extremely large given our particular mission set in this deployment. And this shop is about average size, but our strength is considerably greater than that. So these soldiers work hard to ensure that all the actions and paperwork and everything else is processed. And I know in a combat zone, typically that's not really considered a top priority to a lot of folks. However, I can guarantee you when guys don't get paid, don't get promoted on time, don't feel they're being recognized for their awards because paperwork isn't processed accurately and timely, it does affect morale, it does affect mission readiness, and these guys do provide a great service to these soldiers. Moving on, I forgot what I was going to say next.
That's okay. How long have you served in the military?
I initially joined the military in 1996 as an enlisted soldier. I was in for a few years and then got out and then joined up again after 9/11, and have been back on active duty since August of 2003.
Okay.
So,
and where are you from?
I'm from Lakeside, Arizona.
Okay, is this your first deployment?
No, it's my second deployment. My first deployment was as a lieutenant with the 2nd Battalion, 10th Special Forces Group Airborne, we were in Baghdad, Soto Central, and that was during the 2007 surge. Okay.
Talk about what it was like then in Baghdad and the differences that you're seeing here.
Well, during the surge, there was a big push, obviously, to regain control of the city, of the province, various sectarian violence issues that were spurring up in different locations. It was a very kinetic war, so there was a lot of combat seen by a lot of soldiers. Unfortunately, we lost a number of soldiers during that rotation, as well as had a number of other soldiers injured. This particular rotation, although our mission set here in the Maysan province does not include specifically lethal operations, I think we're still doing a good service for the country overall. The Operation New Dawn is basically to transition from combat operations. I know George Bush said a while back, I don't even remember when it was, that it was the end of major combat operations, and obviously the public had a difference of opinion based on what's still going on over here. But I think at this point it really is a shift due to the fact that all the brigades you see that are left in Iraq at this point are structured a certain way that have key individuals that specifically are partnered with Iraqi police, federal police, Iraqi army, and so on, to help them train and grow their abilities to provide their own security and numerous other things throughout the province. And so it's not as busy in the sense of, we don't have guys going in and out of the wire constantly and getting hit or that sort of thing. But for the most part, I think we stay pretty busy. So.
Okay, so we have 50,000 soldiers here, and you'll all be replaced by other soldiers. So what would you say to the American people as far as continuing to support you all?
Well, I have to say, for the most part, I really haven't come across too many Americans that would openly disagree with any soldier's service. Maybe they disagree with the war, but typically I get a feeling that Americans are at least proud of the soldiers that are serving over here and what we're doing. I know your next question is going to be about care packages, so I'm going to just jump right into that one.
Okay. You've been watching me too much.
we have a couple of folks who have sent us care packages. One that I want to mention in particular is her name is Gangster Granny, and I don't know who she actually is. Sergeant Ortiz, my NCOIC, who's not here tonight, I know has emailed her back, but she sent numerous packages with all kinds of stuff in there. Everything from personal hygiene to snacks to blankets. By the way, the blankets are very nice, thank you. And she's basically just decided at some point that we were living in a very austere environment and wanted to help us out. Actually, I take that back. I think I know where it started. We had, I believe it was a band or a comedy tour come out here a couple of months back, and here on Garry Owen, it's a bit more remote of a location than a lot of the places in Iraq. It's just us and what we can do out here for the most part. So we don't have a lot of the same services. I know in some of the larger bases in Iraq, you'll see that soldiers can go to a Haji type Burger King or Pizza Hut or something. We don't have anything like that here. We have our DFAC, which is open for a couple meals a day, and a little trailer that sells AFI stuff, and that's it. So the stuff that we get in these care packages really is appreciated, probably more than other locations, because we just don't have the same kind of access to those things. And anyway, so I want to say thank you to her on behalf of our section. I apologize, but I did not find the soldier that you mentioned in the letter about the risk game, so I still have that. I'm not sure what to do with that. Put it in the MWR, but and then also Soldiers Angels. We recently received a number of care packages from them. Primarily had blankets and coffee cups in there, which it's kind of funny because a lot of times people ask, what can we send? And a lot of the stuff that we get out here, we could get out here if we really wanted to. But to get it from somebody else, I don't know how to really phrase that, but it makes a difference. It lets us know that people back home are thinking about us and care about us, and it is appreciated. So.
Okay, are you getting letters too? Letters maybe from people you don't know or kids or?
No, not really.
Okay.
My wife's written me once.
Okay.
I love her dearly, but we have 4 kids and they keep her pretty busy, so I've learned not to complain about not getting packages from her. That's why I rely on these other kind folks to send me junk that, well, it's not junk, but you know what I mean.
But with the internet, you get to talk a lot.
I do, and I talk to my wife pretty regularly, so.
Right. Okay. Well, speaking of your wife, why don't you give a shout out to some family and friends back home?
All right, I'd like to say hi to my mother, Capt Walter, my sister Chrissy, and I might as well mention all my brothers and sisters. My brother Charlie, who's in the Air Force, he's actually stationed in AUE right now. My sister Carrie Jo, my brother Jeremy, who just redeployed from his 2nd deployment and is still in Hawaii, and okay, that's all. And and then to my wife Rachel and my kids Madeline, Tristan, Maya, and Aiden.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your help and hospitality since we've been here.
Absolutely, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for helping us head over to our next location too.
I hope you guys enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Cool. Well, folks, thank you for your service to our country too. And your 2 brothers, did you say? Mm-hmm. 2 brothers. Thank you for their service too. Folks, you're hearing it here on TalkingWithHeroes.com, and I believe we have another interview tonight with Colonel. He is the new 1-8 commander, right?
Yes, Colonel John P. Dijon-Batista. He's the battalion commander, and hopefully he'll be available in just a little bit. If you guys
he'll be on our next segment to be seen on YouTube. So I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching these videos, and again, let other people know about these videos so more people can hear about the progress here that is actually not just started happening, but has been happening for quite a while. So I'm Bob Calvert, your host on TalkingWithHeroes.com, and we'll be back with more from Iraq.